Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how the full moon energy can make your muscles grow bigger and your penis grow bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, follow me on my social media, and I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat of Young Dago. And that's right, you might have heard a whole lot of full moon astrology charts and a lot of information nonetheless about how powerful a full moon really is. And I'm a lunatic myself. That pump, man, it just gets you going, the blood flowing, skin glowing, and always growing, man. So with that, the full moon brings a lot of energy, a lot of craziness, a lot of beauty, and a lot of love. So nonetheless, a full moon can definitely help you manifest your best. And when you really dabble into the whole full moon concept, you might hear about how there's with a huge full moon, there's going to definitely be a big shadow, and a huge piece of meat swinging in your knees is definitely going to cast a big shadow too. That's what we do here in the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective. I help people make their penises bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder. And if you guys want to sign up, I'm definitely a great spiritual guide to help you manifest the best body you can achieve. And it's what I'm here to do, man. So make sure you guys get in my inbox. I do Skype sessions, and I'm a coach here. I'm a mentor. So be as it may, when you're talking about how the shadow and the full moon and all this crazy energy and all this other type of information you might be receiving, or it could all be unbeknownst to you, realistically, it's all about what you do with it. You're the one that's going to choose how this affects you. Like if you go through all the astrology charts, and you're a Pisces, you're a Leo, you're a Libra, and this, that, and the other, and your moon signs and Cancer, and it's all that stuff is what I would do with an astrology chart is that you can just throw it up in a raffle bin, and you could just spitball together any type of horoscope, and you're going to manifest and find reasons of why this is happening to you today, why your love interest is doing that, or why you feel this way or that way. And you know what? It's all on you. If you want to resonate with that, that's a beautiful thing. But that one, what I really want to get at is don't get lost in it, man. This stuff's here just to, help you. If it, raises your vibe and makes you feel alive, that's what it's all about. Because coming to source, and whether this is just, a big dream, a collective dream, machine that we're in, who knows? Everybody's opinion is valid in my perspective. I don't rule out anything. I come from love. I come from light, and I feel that everybody has a right to their own opinion, and all truths are true. So you just got to find the one to make you. So with that being said, you look at all this astrology, whatever, and you don't get lost in it. If you find a way that it can definitely, improve your mood, beautiful thing. But, just because you're a Pisces or you're a Libra or whatever, don't get it twisted, man. This is, all within. And I heard a passage from the great Paramahansa Yogananda, the autobiography of a yogi. He had all that astrology chart happen, and he's the guy that would go against anything that it said. It says you can do this and that, and he's like, you know what? Well, I'm going to do that. So he figured out a way that he can bypass the whole chart, because you're the one that's going to make anything resonate with you. And I just really felt that I got to hammer that point across, So with, the shadow and all that, and what it basically is it's going to bring up some things, and you might not even, this could all be irrelevant to you, but if you're watching this might be something that resonates highly within you. And this has been something that, been coming to me during the full moons. And, I find that working on my shadow self, and I got videos on the sexual shadow as well, because I got crazy fetishes. You guys should definitely check it out, where I dabble into some, some of the fetishes and some of the ways that people are, running this place. The sexuality is something that's beyond us. I feel that, sex is a divine feeling. It's, not just in this realm, not just in this body. It's on your chakras. No matter where I'm at, if I'm in an astral realm or if I'm lucid dreaming as a big, massive giant shaking the ground and just sucking my huge, massive cock that's this thick, that's, all something that I can definitely feel. Whether I'm in a body, a giant body, or if I'm astral realm just flying through flying through space, I can still feel the arousal. So I know breathing, I know sex, and I understand that all this is connected some way. Your heart chakra, your root chakra, your third eye, all of this stuff is all the feelings that you can, essentially feel while you're here. And get into that, state of just being your best and just feeling beautiful. That's what this is all about, man. I intend on everybody to feel beautiful, feel the beautiful energy, feel the growth, and really just be your best version. And I'm here to help you, So when you dabble into the shadow self, it's basically like, anybody that's ever done you wrong or a way that you felt like you could just be something that happened in elementary school, if you were a bully, if you got bullied, if a teacher did something, whatever, you got to go back to that day if it hasn't been healed, or maybe you thought you healed it. But I always like to, I've been incorporating the whole Ho'oponopono, and that's been something that's just really been helping me supercharge and clear my conscious, man, because you got to have, keep this clear for beauty to appear, is what I always say, man. So, you definitely want to incorporate the whole Ho'oponopono. It's 4 phrases. I got a video on it, and it definitely helps you for growth. The way I look at it is, if you want to be able to have them seeds sprout, you got to, plow the field, man. And when you're doing the Ho'oponopono, you're definitely clearing that field for some massive growth. And it's something that, I find that can definitely help manifest, bigger muscles, a bigger penis, and it's going to help you just be your best and just be clear. So always, you go back there, you don't have to do this, but it's something that's just good for your karma, man. You're going to feel better for it. And when you're in the right mood, that's when the growth can really come through. So you clear up your past, Ho'oponopono. You say the phrases. I'll just give it to you real quick. You say, I am sorry, no matter what. Like, even if this was somebody that screwed you over and you felt a certain way, I'm sorry that I even felt this way. Please forgive me for whatever I did to make you feel that way. Thank you. I love you. So you take ownership, you ask for forgiveness, you give gratitude, because gratitude's the attitude. And you always got to send that love. So that's what Ho'oponopono is all about. Go back to any type of method that, any type of motion that you've been in. Just go clear up the past, and definitely the growth is going to just, it's going to come. So now we got that cleared up. The full moon is definitely about, supercharged powers, because it, moves the oceans and the tides, and supposedly we got a whole bunch of water that's just flowing through us, and the moon can definitely improve what's going on. And this is right now, we got a harvest moon that's happening. And something that I notice is, when you make your penis extra hard, you get that full moon, that full moon erection right now, and it's it's extra powerful, as everything usually is. And the moon is supposedly a feminine energy, Luna. And this is like a day that you might want to play with your own, prostate and all that kind of stuff, because, I know, like, we're going to be talking about the dirt star. I know it's not for everybody, but your prostate and your hole, your hole and all that stuff, it's all correlated. You got to think that, the back door is basically the back of your shaft. So this is all, all correlated, you know what I mean? So it's definitely something that you can, improve on and just be aware of. You don't have to, go crazy with it, but explore it, get comfortable with yourself, because that's what this is all about. The more comfortable you are with your body, the more growth that can occur. You shouldn't be looking at this like, what are you in? You got this, you're in this body for so long, And you know, if you don't know everything about it, I mean, what's the point? You know, you might just find out that, you know, later on down the road that you had a magic button the whole time and you never pressed it. You know, like in Men in Black, when don't push the red button. Sometimes you gotta push it, and you got a supercharged magical machine that's just ready to achieve anything, and you gotta just, you know, go with the flow sometimes. So you go play with your hole a little bit. You know, I'm not saying, you know, how to do it. I'll give you a couple tips. You know, fingertips, nice and easy. And you know, definitely massage that prostate when you got that, you know, when you got that huge piece of meat throbbing, man. You make it as hard as you can, and we go into the edging motion. You know, because I got videos on super edging. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when you get your, you know, you get that penis, you get it as hard as you can, you get it throbbing, and you're focused on the hardness and the growth of it, and you're pulling on it, and you're making it even bigger. You can use a cock ring or a penis ring. You know, I got one over here, and this is definitely something that can help clamp it down and keep the blood around, and you want to just fill that thing full of as much blood as possible. And that's the main thing here, man, is you want to keep that thing loaded with blood, throbbing as hard as you can, because there's, like, you know, levels to your penis. You know, it's not just, you know, your hardness, your arousal, and you know, where your cum level is, your chi. And you could be throbbing hard and your cum could only be here, and that's when you have like one of those, you know, whatever releases, you know. But if you have it fully charged up, you know, where everything's just right here, it's just going to be an explosion that's going to blast through the ceiling, man. You're going to flood rivers in cum, man. You're going to leak gallons of pre-cum. And that's why I charge my chi with semen retention. I follow Manktak chi. I preach about him a lot on this site, you know, because he's a sex expert from China, and he's a taoist. He goes with the Wu Wei, you know, flow of the day and breathing, and he's got charts about, you know, if you're in your 20s, you should definitely wait, you know, 4 days before you ejaculate, and by the time you're in your 60s, it's like once a month. Like I say, take his chart, chop it in half. He's from Asia. They do things twice as hard, and you can't really compare. Not every load's created equal unless you are aligned with yourself. So that's just something to be aware of. It's always a good idea to just, you know, charge up your chi, don't release the load. And that's what edging's all about. You get to that point where you're about to, you know, you got the cum level charged up, you got your erection charged up, and you back it off and you send it up into your body. This is what I call super edging, and you can just send that energy right into your muscles, right into your pecs, right into your abs, right into your penis. You know what I mean? You're gonna make it thicker, wider, longer, stronger, harder, make it huge. That's what this is all about. And by the time you're done holding that, you know, pressure on it for, you know, at least at, like, you know, depending on where you're at, 20 minutes is the start. You know, I've gone 3 hours. I've gone 8 hours. You know, I know, right? This is what I do. I'm passionate about the penis and making it grow, and I'm helping you become your best version. It's what I'm all about. So when you have, you know, your penis super just as hard as it can, you don't ejaculate, and you send that power into your body, you're definitely going to feel the energy from it for the next, you know, a couple days. You have that extra chi charge. You're getting, you know, essentially you're on a divine steroid cycle. You know, you ain't got to, you know, snort for it, jab a vein for it, or, you know, whatever, man. You ain't got to be on a cycle. You know, you can be on your own from the divine. And divine's inside, man. This is where it all comes alive. So if you want to make yourself grow, you know, you just got to know that you can. And super edging and charging your chi is definitely something that can help you achieve that. So with the full moon, you're going to definitely have an improved energy with that, because you got the supercharged, super tide, and everything inside, you know, you're making it manifest even better. And, you know, this is called the harvest moon. So it might, you know, if you do, you know, this is a good time to harvest your seed. So why not? You know, if you want to ejaculate today, it seems like a great one to do it. You know, anytime that you find the need to release it, release the seed, man. It's a beautiful thing. But what I say is, don't waste your seed. Your seed is essentially the fertilizer of life. it's what, you know, goes with the egg. It's what produces beautiful, you know, beings on this planet. And it's something that, you know, you basically are carrying around stem cells, you know, in them sperm tanks down there, man. And that's why I'm, you know, passionate about taking care of your balls and really, you know, making them manifest the most amount of semen and pre-cum and cum that you can actually have. You want that thing leaking gallons, and that's just what it's all about. I mean, if that's not your thing, but I feel like if you're going to be a virile person, it's just part of the whole, you know, it's part of what makes, you know, you the god within, man. It's, you're going to be, you know, huge piece of meat, you know, throbbing up to your pecs, swinging between your knees, dripping pre-cum. This is what you need to achieve, you know, essentially the best version you can be. And I'm not saying everybody wants to be, you know, huge or massive. I'm just going to help you visualize the idea of what you can achieve, because there's no limiting factor other than your own belief. So whatever you want, you just got to really intend on it, and you got to utilize what you have. Utilize the moon. This is a beautiful time to do it, man. You got that full moon harvest, and don't waste your seed. If you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna blast that thing through the ceiling, you might want to, you know, grab it and you know, grab it in your mouth. I don't waste my seed, man. It's good for the hair, good for the skin, full of zinc, the protein content. You want to go science for science, you can definitely Google that up and see that it actually does have some nutraceuticals and some beautiful things. I find that it's like stem cells, and it can definitely help your body recover and help manifest the best. And it's something you should consider. I know not everybody wants to just eat their seed or play with their hole. And, you know, this is what this is about, man. The more comfortable you are with yourself, the more room for growth will occur. Because on the other side of your comfort zone, that's where growth is, man. That's where you're going to definitely, you know, manifest the best you can be. So just think about that, you know, little by little. You ain't got to just, you know, go 0 to 100 and just all of a sudden start, you know, eating your seed and playing with your hole. But it's something to be aware of, and you got to understand that you're not just doing this for, you know, sexual desires. You're doing this for making yourself a better person. You're doing this to raise your testosterone, make your penis bigger. I call this masturbation for manifestation. And you can do this when you have sex as well. It's, you know, you got to be able to, you don't have to ejaculate every time. You know, of course, depending on your partner, make sure alignment is key. You know, make sure you have one where your hearts line up. You know, your eye, root, all that stuff is just beautiful and aligned, and you're going to definitely be able to have that beautiful experience that we're all, you know, seeking. But if you're, you know, if you're just going off the root and everything else is out of whack, it's just not going to be what you're looking for, man. You know, and you're going to want to have that love energy, man, because you're sharing that, you're sharing part of you with somebody, and you want to be able to intend on giving the best every time that you put yourself in that position and you share that moment. So make sure you're mindful of who you're sharing these experiences with. Make sure that you guys are aligned and you guys really intend on having that beautiful experience. So with that being said, you really want to, you know, you can definitely edge with a partner and will supercharge your chi, you know, like you can definitely achieve more with, you know, extra set of hands. But you are your own, you know, you're your own, you know, you're your own god, essentially. You can make yourself, you know, grow. So you don't have to worry about, if you have a partner right now, the masturbation manifestation will definitely help you achieve what you want. So, you know, it's not about just blowing a load and going to sleep. You know, this is about making yourself grow. And that's something you should consider. And with the full moon energy, you're going to definitely be able to have, you know, that full moon boner, the full moon hard on, the full moon sex, the full moon erection, the full moon load that you just want to just release and harvest that seed, man. And, you know, you might have to feast on it. You don't have to. I'll give you a quick analogy. It doesn't taste as bad as you might think. Mine tastes like pancake batter. And yeah, it does, man. It's like I know I'm a lunatic, like I said, man, crazy. But when you're crazy, that's what brings out the best and can definitely help you grow. And you know, I'm here to show you, man. I'm intending on you guys to be your best. Eat your seed, try it out, get more comfortable with your body. That's what this harvest moon's all about. You know, digging into the shadow, clearing up your karma, and utilizing the power that this moon has to, you know, make the flower, man. Make that, you know, make yourself grow, make yourself bloom, make the ground go boom. You know what I mean? Because we're all about being huge, being beautiful, and making beautiful things happen. So with that, there's going to be a whole lot of more beautiful experiences along the way. Make sure you sign up for the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where we help each other out and we put beautiful affirmations and beautiful manifestations to come to light. And anything that you got out of this, go ahead and chat it down in the comment box. If you want to just feel that lunar energy, you know, feel what you have running inside you, go ahead and just give yourself something positive. Just tell yourself that you're beautiful. I believe in you. The moon is beautiful. I am beautiful. Everything's beautiful. I'm big. I'm beautiful. I'm huge. I'm here. And you just got to make beauty appear. Keep this clear. And enjoy this moon. Enjoy this time. Harvest the seed. Harvest the moon. And I'll be around, man. So make sure you guys ring the bell. Follow the social media. I love you guys. And I'll be seeing you around. Peace.